D'Lo only played 21 minutes tonight. What did you see there? Why did you make the decision in the second half to go away from him?
Again, just level of compete, attention to detail. Some of the things I've talked with him about for a couple of weeks, and at times he's been really good with that stuff, and other times, it's just reverting back to certain habits. But it wasn't like a punishment. It just felt like for us to have a chance to win this game, that was the route we wanted to take.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Are you kidding me? 2 weeks? That's all it took, JJ Redick? Wow. Just wow. This is Sports Guy Talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about JJ Redick blaming his players for not giving LeBron James enough help. Once again, the narrative of LeBron James not having enough help has now come into fruition. This time, though, it has come from the Lakers head coach in JJ Redick. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So, here it is. Was JJ Redick right or wrong for throwing his players under the bus? I'm going to say that JJ Redick was clearly wrong to throw his players under the bus. This is a bad look for what JJ Redick did. Even if what JJ Redick said was 1,000% correct, it's still a bad look in the media. There's something to say when you talk about keeping the players accountable and treating everybody fairly. It's one thing if you throw your players under the bus and say everybody on the roster did a terrible job defending tonight. But not only did JJ Redick not do that, he decided to then chime in and say LeBron James was the one that gave the most amount of effort when LeBron James has been known to not playing defense for the last 10 years. What has LeBron James been doing since his second stint on the Cleveland Cavaliers? Staying near the paint and stat pad his rebounds. Has LeBron James ever on a consistent basis exerted his energy into guarding the other team's best player? Hell no. LeBron James has been known as being a stat padder. Last night was no different. LeBron James stat padded and got to 39 points. Now people are going to say, oh, LeBron James is still an excellent basketball player, but he took 20 plus shots to get the 39 points. You also have to remember that LeBron James jacked up a ton of threes, and LeBron James is not a three-point shooter. LeBron James has gotten better from three, I'll give him that, but LeBron James on a consistent basis should not be jacking up 11 threes at any given point during a professional basketball game. LeBron James needs to be attacking the paint on a consistent basis, and JJ Redick flipping out on his players is just a bad look because JJ Redick did a podcast with LeBron James last season. What did he constantly say on the podcast? LeBron James needed more help around him, and he constantly kissed LeBron James' ass. Now you're going to be the Lakers head coach, and you're already throwing players under the bus, but you're saying, oh, but LeBron James was phenomenal and that he gave the most amount of effort on the Lakers. Even if that were true, it's still a bad look. He should have just said, you know what? We didn't play well as a team. We're going to take this loss on our chin. We're going to learn from our mistakes, and we're going to bounce back moving forward. That's what JJ Redick needed to say. But no, JJ Redick had to cater into the narcissism that exists in LeBron James. He had to say everybody but LeBron James lacked the effort that was necessary to win tonight. The way JJ Redick talked, you wouldn't have known that Austin Reaves scored 19 points. You wouldn't have known that Jaxson Hayes had 10 rebounds. You wouldn't have known that the Lakers had scored 114 points. Look, I agree with JJ Redick on this. The Lakers' defensive effort was indeed pathetic tonight. Whose fault was that? I blame LeBron James for that, because how do teams play good defense in 2024 in the NBA? Their best player sets the tone, sets the example for his players, and did LeBron James even attempt to play defense? Absolutely not. I understand LeBron James is in year 21 and that we can't expect prime LeBron James to come out on the defensive end of the floor, but can you at least try on defense? Can you at least show that you care about playing defense? Because LeBron James did not show any sign of caring to play defense whatsoever. That's why guys like Ja Morant were cooking the Lakers all over the place. Ja Morant had an excellent game for the Memphis Grizzlies, and it's clear the Memphis Grizzlies are back to being playoff contenders. You blow out a team like the Los Angeles Lakers by 17 points, especially when everybody is paying attention to you. Well, you're going to be a pretty good basketball team. I'm really impressed with what the Memphis Grizzlies did last night, but I want to talk about JJ Redick getting mad at a reporter. He left the press conference early. He showed multiple signs of unprofessionalism. He answered like a child. Roll the film.
JJ, you're talking a lot about two or three guys, getting them to put in the effort. You talked a lot about wanting to play hard and LeBron being the guy that played hard in tonight's game. How do you address that with the team? What's your philosophy for approaching that?
I just did.
You serious?
Really, JJ Redick? Do you really think this is the way to gain respect in the locker room? Acting like a man-child, somebody asks you a question, all of a sudden you want to flip out and leave the press conference? This is not First Take. You're the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. Look, it's one thing if you get angered on First Take and somebody asks you a question and then you just leave because you're offended. You're on TV. You're supposed to be a drama king, but you're a professional basketball head coach now. I expect more professionalism out of JJ Redick. And by the way, when you were blasting your own players in the Lakers, why didn't you mention that LeBron James had 5 turnovers for the Los Angeles Lakers and that he led all players on the Lakers in turnovers? That would have been nice to mention. Of course, JJ Redick didn't mention that because he is a Clutch client, and Clutch sports people do not ever blame LeBron James for anything whatsoever. They act like LeBron James is the most perfect individual ever. JJ Redick throwing his players under the bus was entirely uncalled for, and it's not a smart move on JJ Redick's part. You look at how last year he attacked Darvin Ham all the time, and he talked about how Darvin Ham needed to hold his players accountable, and JJ Redick did not necessarily hold his players accountable. There's a difference between holding players accountable and throwing players under the bus while giving certain guys exceptions to the rule. JJ Redick's coaching flaws were covered up by Anthony Davis at the beginning of the season because Anthony Davis was playing like an MVP candidate in the first 3 games of the season, and all these people were telling me, oh man, JJ Redick is such a great head coach. Look at how he's managed to figure out Anthony Davis' game. When in reality, Anthony Davis was just on a hot streak. JJ Redick had beginner's luck, and now he's starting to get exposed as a head coach. The Lakers have now lost their 4th game in the last 5 games. It's not a good look for the Lakers whatsoever, and when you throw other players under the bus, it's going to cause the locker room to lose respect for you. Don't be surprised if certain role players are feeling triggered about JJ Redick's comments, and they're going to want out of the Los Angeles Lakers sooner rather than later. I know if I was a role player on the Lakers and JJ Redick talked to me the way that he just did in that press conference, I'm requesting a trade because I'm that angered that JJ Redick did not hold LeBron James accountable. I'm angered that JJ Redick doesn't treat everybody the same way. JJ Redick holds a double standard. Clearly, he believes LeBron James is capable of not getting any blame whatsoever, while everybody else has to get blamed. It's kind of like listening to Barack Obama almost, where Barack Obama believes everybody is an issue except for the elites and that he constantly insults the everyday normal citizen. Well, JJ Redick did exactly that by insulting the role players on the Lakers while giving LeBron James a pass. JJ Redick is going to become the Barack Obama of basketball in terms of the sense that he's going to cause division within that locker room and that people are going to lose respect for him sooner rather than later, while he constantly talks in a condescending tone while not giving other people respect outside the elites. It's really that simple. JJ Redick blaming his players for not giving LeBron James enough help is a bad look for the Lakers. Don't be surprised if the locker room is going to cause mutiny and want JJ Redick fired sooner rather than later. That's one of the main reasons why I didn't like JJ Redick being hired as the head coach of the Lakers, and clearly JJ Redick has already lost his cool 2 weeks into the season. Good luck, JJ Redick. You're going to need it because this ain't going to be the last meltdown you're going to have on the Los Angeles Lakers. So that is why JJ Redick was wrong to blame his players for not giving LeBron James enough help, as LeBron James has already created the narrative of not having enough help 2 weeks into the season. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinNashTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNashTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNashTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel Sports Guy Talking.